Hello everyone, this is Richard Wolf and we are live from Paris. It's a pretty nice day after a bit of a cold morning, and we're gonna have the round four bracket if I'm not mistaken. Let me just have a look here. Oh my, how do I have to mute this? Why is it sounding if I turned off the sound? Oh, okay, never mind. I just realized I had the website open. Hmm. Let me just close this. So, where's my browser? There we go. Why is it giving me Tetris sounds? I was getting Tetrises, bottom left, F1. Mm. Okay, so, why am I getting like Tetris sounds? But they're not from here, they're from the other. Mm. Oh, it's one file, okay. So, for those watching already, we are gonna have round four matches, if I'm not mistaken, between Marco Hyakutaro and F1 Prox against Switch. So it's gonna be pretty much Germany versus France for this round. Oh my goodness! Please, somebody take care of the Maligno line or something. Uh, just as a reminder to the players, please make sure to turn on qual mode on your stations. I was not showing, but whatever. Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. So I think we should be good. Let me just get the bracket information. So again, these are going to be Mark versus Hyakutaro and F1 Prox versus Chuichi. This is round five for the top 12 player. So be the tournament before we get into round six. So the winner between Marco Hyakutaro will be facing Macy in round six, and the winner between F1 Prox and Twitch is gonna face Bertrol as well in round six. We should be ready to start anytime now. Just yeah, I think we are good. So let's see the players on. Let me just bring Hyakutaro better framed. Hyakutaro, okay. Hyakutaro, can you? Is this your sitting position? I just want to sure, make sure. You're gonna sit from there. Okay. Yeah. 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 I mean, since Hyakutaro is taller, I believe that he will be sitting a bit farther. So yeah, yeah. I complained a lot about it. Anyway, so let's see the players here. They have been warming up for a bit. Give me a moment, please. I'm not getting your captures. Hold on. I have to recalibrate everybody. Give me a moment. Uh, I need to just go start in normal mode, level zero, so I can recalibrate all of you. Sorry about that. Okay, I got everybody calibrated. Thank you. All right, so let me just right here. So I think we are ready to start. So I cannot hear you. You have to come closer. Sorry. Yeah, we can start. Just give me a moment. I have to bring the scene ready, and I will just get the thumbs ups and everything. Okay, so we got this handsome man here. We should be ready to start soon. Give me a moment. I have these banner like the wrong way on. Okay, so uh, so give me a moment. I'm just adjusting some things real quick. Okay, there we go. All right. So players, just making sure. I'm sorry. I'm gonna ask you to play some other game again because it's not picking up everybody's games. Any game, any level. Okay. Yeah, Mark is fine. Hyakutaro, you're playing, right? I need to recalibrate you. For some reason, it's not picking up your capture. Yeah, well, I will have to recalibrate you. Oh, shit. So start on level zero, please. Give me a moment. This is AV2 USB 2.0. Yeah. And make sure it calibrated it correctly. Give me a moment. It's not picking up the whole score. Why it's so bad at calibrating these things? Okay. Hell, and V says more. Um, all right. Yeah, I'm just adjusting the capture here because it's not quite in the right position. Okay. Uh, shoot. Hey, Gutaro, can you start a game on any level just to make sure, like, start a game on any level so I can make sure it picks up your game. That was level 19. Excellent. It's picking up fine. Excellent. Yes. F1 is. Are you playing something? Uh, Run the game just normally. Just I want to make sure that uh play at random game. Yes. Excellent. It's working fine. That level 0, right? Uh, Stretchy, same thing. Start a game in any level. Yeah, I need to calibrate you. Bear with me. Oh yeah, to put on my admin. Oh yeah. All right. So give me a moment. I just finishing calibration for Shuichi, and we should be ready to start. Mhm. Okay, we got the challenge one started. We are gonna start pretty soon. Thank you for your patience. Yeah. Give me a moment. Chuchi, can you start a game on any level? Yeah, start like on any level, like so I can test that everything is working. 11. Okay, it's looking good. 1 or 11? No, it's 11. Yeah, we are good. Excellent. Thank you very much. Why is it picking up the camera like this? I don't know why. We'll fix that. Yeah, don't worry. I will take care of that. I don't know why is it picking up Twitchy there like this. Uh, don't worry. I will fix this. Why is it picking up this like what? What's this? I don't even know what's like. I'll just delete this. No. Oh, but it's the it should be the no, it's the camera, so it's weird. Yeah, it's like let me just station then. Oh, I know what's the matter. Oh, that's from Twitch. Yeah, that's but the only thing I'm worried is like why is Twitch is showing like this? Ah, this is from Nestor's Champs. My bad. That's from Nestor's Champs. Yeah, yeah. There we go. There we go. There we go. I was like, yes, Twitch doesn't normally look like that. But for some reason, Switchy's crop is not showing correctly. Let me just go up and hold on. Let me just remove this and copy this. And I'm gonna just copy and paste here and then fix the crop, I guess. Oh, Switch is on the far right? Excellent. I don't know why Switch is showing like that, but we'll be fixing it. Thank you very much for your patience. We are going to start soon. You can get your seats in, please, and we'll be ready to start. Thank you very much again. Yeah, for some reason it's there's something. Let me just refresh Switch's camera. Uh, okay, just refresh this. There we go. Excellent. All right, so give me your thumbs up if everybody's ready. Already, let's go for game number one. Good luck, players. We are going to start in two, one, Tetris. And we are, let me just get a projector here, and we are seeing the players up. Oh, we don't have switches capture working. We will have to redo it. The play, Mark and Hyakutaro, you can continue. We're going to redo for F1 and Switchy. All right, and Mark is running into some trouble early on. We will have a Tetris from Hyakutaro. Hyakutaro in the lead at 45,000. Mark is still trying to get out of the dig at 8,000. Yeah, just let them know we're not seeing this game here. We're having a redo on this one. We're having a redo on this one because of the capture issue with Shuichi. Yeah, so we have to redo it this one, so this is not counting for them. Though we'll continue here with with Mark versus Hyakutaro. Mark now at 62, still struggling a little bit as Hyakutaro is already 100,000 points in the lead. Hyakutaro right now at 164, Mark at 84. No, no, no. Uh, Yeah. All right, so we're underway on game number two at the top side and game number one at the bottom side. Game number one has at the bottom side has these players pretty neck and neck, just 10% chain separate from each other. Uh, Hyakutaro is still trying to maintain pace with Mark, which Mark has been able to expand a little bit. Mark right now at 257, Hyakutaro 197. At the bottom, we got switching the lead at 260, F1 at 221. Tetris for both players at the bottom. 244 for F1 and 283 for Chuichi. So top side. In the meantime, we got a pretty clean board from Hyakutaro. Hyakutaro trying to catch up to Mark, trying to reduce the gap. Just under two Tetrises now behind. Mark trying to set up himself, goes for the Tetris, trying to play aggressively, looks like, to try to maintain the lead. But Hyakutaro is keeping the clean board and he might be able to score more quickly. Oh, Mark ran into some trouble with that double J dependency on, gets one of the J's and gets the other. Still working his way down. Tetris 4. Hyakutaro is catching up. Less than a Tetris away. Hyakutaro at 316. Mark at 342. We have a bit of a spicy board from F1 on the bottom. F1 right now at 298 and Chuichi just expanding his lead to almost 100,000 points at 397. Tetris 4 F1 323. These players are keeping clean boards. We're now on the second half of the level. Need to calibrate this. So Chuichi right now at 420. Hey now. Uh, F1 at 346. On the on the top side, we got Mark at 393, and Hyakutaro actually in the lead at 408. So Hyakutaro was able to do some nice recovery here. Shuichi right now. Let me just fix the lines here. Okay, we have fixed the line come from F1 and Shuichi just having a strong game, particular for Shuichi. Shuichi right now at 537. Shuichi about to reach transition 18 lines. F1 in still has 22 lines to go. Gets attack risk for 18. Transition also coming soon for the players at the top. 16 lines left for Hyakutaro and 13 left for Mark. Mark at 532, Hyakutaro at 487. So Mark was able to recover the lead here as we are approaching level 19. Hyakutaro is right now trying to set up Tetris for Mark. Mark has room for up to three more Tetrises. Goes for a interesting placement here, which is gonna slow him down. This is gonna give Hyakutaro a chance to catch up again. Tetris for Hyakutaro 534, Mark at 557. On the bottom side, we got a Tetris from Chuichi. Chuichi about to transition at 639. Excellent game from Chuichi going on. Tetris for F1 at 519. Not doing a bad job, but Chuichi just playing a very high efficiency game. F1 about to transition, but this sequence is going to be dangerous. He's going to get the Tetris to 543 transitioning. Hyakutaro on the top side, level 19 already at 565, but he's running into lots of trouble. Left side might not be reachable with Das, and it looks like it's over for Hyakutaro at 565. Mark at 592 takes game number two, and we got a tied match at the top. And we got a top out at 644 for Twitchy. So F1 needs to chase this down to 645, 645. This chase down score for F1. And let's see if F1 can make the chase down. Still a Tetris and change to get there. Gets one of the Tetrises, so he's pretty much at Tetris and yeah, all he needs is a Tetris and he set it up pretty quickly for it. He's almost there. We got F1 almost getting there. He just needs to get the burn, and he will take game number one. GG. Yeah. R7, don't worry. I mean, I'm looking at chat, so if anybody needs to tell me anything in the venue, just chat on, and I will notice anything if anything needs to be said. So, we should be getting ready for game number three at the top, game number two at the bottom. Give me your thumbs up, please. We got a thumbs up from the players at the top, players at the bottom. Are you ready? All right, let's go for game number three and two, respectively, in five, four, three, two, one. Tetris. Good luck, players. And we are underway. Some similar decisions at the bottom. Although F1 already has a number of depends to deal with, he might go for the Tetris in column 5. Trichi going for some additional hands. As the Lombard is taking a bit to count, Trichi manages to get the first Tetris. Same for Hyakutaro, so comfortable start for these players. Ooh, Mark going aggressively for the Tetris gets it. 23,000 Tetris for Hyakutaro, 45, so Hyakutaro maintains the lead at the top. At the bottom, in the meantime, we had Shuichi at 46 and F1 going for a T-spin setup at 26. Gets the T-spin and there's the Tetris for F1. F1 takes the lead, 51,000. Shuichi not that far behind at 50. So, ooh, Shuichi going for a very, oh, okay. Shuichi needs a J early, the lumbar will help him. Shuichi, however, needs to be very careful here. Shuichi at 53, F1 at 75. So Shuichi gets out of this and he's back to the game. F1 is digging down. Tetris for Shuichi at 101. Meanwhile, at the top, we got Mark at 82. Hyakutaro in the lead at 98. Hyakutaro, however, is going into a very rough dig. Going for a dirty setup, but he decides just to burn it down out of safety. Hyakutaro is in the lead, has lost the lead actually to Mark. Hyakutaro is now at 105, Mark at 108. Bottom side, we got F1 at 146 and Shuichi at 148. So very close game happening for game number two at the bottom. And we get a Tetris from Shuichi to take the lead to 175, F1 at 170. Bottom side, we got Mark expanding his lead, 177, Hyakutaro 114, Tetris for Hyakutaro to 137. So almost two Tetrises lead for Mark at the top. At the bottom, we got less than a Tetris separating the players. We got F1 in the lead at 216 and Huichi at 198. Oh, and an immediate pop out there from Shuichi at 200. So F1 just takes the win, taking game number two, and he's now, yeah, 2 games up. GG. Let's stand by, players, while we wait the game at the top to finish so we can get your game started. Um, Actually, if you want to start your game already, we can do so. You want to? Okay. So let's go for game number three at the bottom in three, two, one. Tetris. At the top, in the meantime, we got Mark going for some delayed burns. Trying to get ready and gets a Tetris at 259. Um, so Mark gets a Tetris to 282. Hyakutaro at 258. Very close game still, just over a Tetris separating the players. Tetris for Hyakutaro trying to reduce the gap. F1 at the bottom right now at 25. Trichi at 22. Trichi trying to get his well open. Trichi is ready. Trichi is now at 25 and F1 at 26. So this game started Simul Tetris at the top, 337 for Mark, 328 for Hyakutaro. So Hyakutaro doing a very good job catching up here as we are approaching 100 lines. Tetris 4, F1, F1, playing a bit high. He's good for a triple with the current stack, goes for it. Tetris 4, Twitchy in the lead at 75. F1 goes for it. Tetris in row 2 at 81. So, uh, Tetris 4, Twitchy right now at 99 and F1 at 104. Transition is looming at the top as these players have crossed 100 lines. Hyakutaro at 376 and Mark at 385, so still a very close one. Tetris 4, Mark. Hyakutaro needing to open his well. He's going to lower the stack and play safer. Dribble there for Mark to 414, transition coming in 18 lines. Hyakutaro's Tetris ready. Tetris for Hyakutaro, 104. Transition coming for Hyakutaro in 17 lines. Mark has 11. On the top side, we got a lumber dependency for Shuichi on the left side. F1 getting Tetris ready. Shuichi and F1 playing very close to each other, exchanging leads by the Tetris. 179 for Shuichi, 176 for F1. So we got Shuichi and F1 just exchanging leads, less than a Tetris away from each other. Transition for Mark at 460. Transition coming soon for Hyakutaro. He's actually pretty close by. Tetris for Hyakutaro transitioning at 500. So Hyakutaro is now in the lead and maintaining the lead with another Tetris 524. Mark at 486. Tetris 4 Mark. 511 the current score. Hyakutaro at 525. So still a close one. Although pace wise, Hyakutaro is maintaining the lead. Hyakutaro is setting up. Ooh, Mark ran into some trouble trying to go for a ceiling burn on row 7, row 6. So Hyakutaro right now at 533 and Mark in the lead at 540, but this is looking pretty dangerous for Mark. At the bottom side, things are looking pretty calm. 241 for Shuichi and 278 for F1 in the lead. Mark clean up. Hyakutaro playing a bit high now. Oh, he needs the very specific pieces. Gets a nice lumbar on the dependency. LG dependent on the left side. Goes to the lumbar. This is getting dangerous though. He might need the square. Oh, and no, he couldn't get it over. This is getting dire. And it's a top at 544 for Hyakutaro. Meaning that Mark at 559 takes game number 3. GG. All right, so but let's see. Oh, we have a very rough board from Shuichi. Shuichi trying to recover here at 253, and F1 just building a lead that keeps growing at 351, almost 100,000 points in the lead. Shuichi trying to survive this. That oh no, this is looking dire. He's trying to lower the stack and trying to survive this. Oh my, will he though? Shuichi in trouble. Shuichi couldn't get the L over, and it's over at 258 for F1. Takes game number 3, and he's at match point. GG. So, we got game number 4 coming up for these players. Match point for F1. Mark is still one game away from match point. Hyakutaro can tie the match. Let's go for it. Let's go, Gunther. Let's go, Gunther. Okay, anyway. Okay, so let's go back to our upcoming matches in Channel 2. Channel 1 has some action happening. So, game number 4 for players. Give me a thumbs up, please, so we can get started. Are you all ready? We got a thumbs up from Mark, thumbs up from Shuichi, everybody's ready. Let's go for game number 4 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Let's go see this players off. Game number 4 happening right now as we speak. So Shuichi is running into some early troubles due to the drought happening, going for a double. F1 at 4,000. Neither these players just getting their first Tetris at the bottom. At the top, we got Mark and Hyakutaro with a Tetris, two Tetrises each. Tetris for Mark, Tetris for Hyakutaro. Hyakutaro at 69. Hey, now the players are tied exactly right now on the top. Hyakutaro right now at 91, leading by a single point. uh, so Hyakutaro right now at 93, Mark at 94, very close game at the top. At the bottom, we have a similar story happening. Shuichi in the lead at 99, F1 at 97. F1 is setting up. That is ready. Shuichi is trying to get ready himself. We got a Lombard that is taking a bit to come. There's a Tetris 4, F1, F1 in the lead at 121 and gets another to 144. Tetris 4 Shuichi to 124. Hyakutaro in the meantime at 144 is one Tetris behind Mark. Mark in the lead at 164. So Mark is setting up. Tetris for Mark. Mark right now at 188. Hyakutaro 168. Mark is setting up. Tetris ready 188. Hyakutaro is going to go for a Tetris as well. These players are pretty neck and neck right now in both matches. We got Hyakutaro at 195, Mark at 235. So just a Tetris and change separating the players at the top. At the bottom, in the meantime, we got F1 in the lead at 237, but Shuichi not that far behind. Uh, oh, yeah, yeah, Yobi, hello. I might remove it. I'm just trying to, I mean, it's very hard to multitask, so I can just clear this, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose that will take care of things. Let's get back to business. It still says 2023 France. Oh my goodness. I didn't notice that. Thank you for letting me know. And I don't know where is like the. So, oh shoot. Give me a moment. I cannot multitask here. Yeah, they missed your chat most likely. Thank you for letting us know, Tyler. So right now we are back to the game. Sorry about the mishap here. We got Shuichi at 327, F1 at 345. Shuichi right now at 333, running into some trouble. On the top, we got Mark in the lead very strongly at 387. Hyakutaro 237. Hyakutaro in a dig trying to get his well open. Let me see if I can. There's a way to fix that because no, unfortunately, the file is not available for me to edit. France looks nice. Yes, I gotta get a passport. Yeah. All right, so players, let's go back here to the matches happening. We are approaching transition on both ends. We got Shuichi at 390, very close by. Actually, with the possibility to take the lead, he keeps cleaning up and playing efficiently. Tetris 4, F1 maintains the lead at 449. At the bottom, at the top, in the meantime, we got Marius having a very efficient game, 12 lines before transition. Hekutaro is 10 lines away, so transition is gonna be a very important time here for these players. F1 run into some trouble just before transition, 10 lines away. Shuichi also has some defense to deal with, but goes for the Tetris and is trying to reduce the gap as F1 remains in the lead. Transition coming soon for all players. Transition at 100, 200, 502 for F1, 577 for Mark, and 364 for Hyakutaro. Transition at 447 for Shuichi. And at top of there, a 366 for Hyakutaro into the transition. Couldn't recover there. Mark is taking game number 4, and he's at match point. Shuichi in trouble, and Shuichi tops out at 456. So F1 is good for game number 4 and actually wins the match to move into round 6. Congratulations, uh, F1. So stand by. We're gonna have game number 5 happening soon between Mark and Hyakutaro. So please stand by. We're gonna be back in a minute. Give me a moment, please. Working on through this. Hold on. I'm gonna switch to the two-player scene. So stand by. Why is it so high here? All right. So Mark Hyakutaro, I'm just adjusting your cameras, and we should be ready to start pretty soon. Thank you for your patience. Stand by. We're almost ready. Just trying to get the players in frame for the two-player scene. Thank you for your kindness and patience. Okay, transform, flip horizontal, transform, flip horizontal. The yeah, just one step further. That's fine. Thank you. Yeah, we should be good to start. Just need to have a look at the. Not quite. Bear with me, please, because this is. I don't know who did this, and I'm trying to. Why is happening this? Why is this happening like this? Bear with me, please. No, we're gonna do this scene here because this is one is not working for me properly. Let's go for game number 5 with the players at the top. Give me your thumbs up whenever you're ready. We got a thumbs up from Hyakutaro. And ready from Mark, I guess? Yes. We got ready from Mark. Let's go for our fifth game on the top side, starting in five, four, three, two, one. Tetris. Good luck, players. And we'll see if this is game number five for Mark. Let me just give the scores here. This is all right. So Mark needs to win this game to win the match. Herudaro still has a chance here to fight back. Yes, a lumber defense in column two. We get Hyakutaro digging down while Mark is cleaning up himself. So he's just gonna get another Tetris mark right now. At 46, Hyakutaro still trying to get his first Tetris, trying to get the L. J gets the L. Tetris 4 mark, Mark at 69. And Hyakutaro at 32. Hyakutaro is recovering. And we got Blue Scooty just behind Hyakutaro for those watching here. Hyakutaro right now at 33. Mark already 116. Very efficient game from Mark happening. Mark, however, having a bit of unstable board needs to be careful. Mark right now 116 with an upright piece, a couple pieces is not looking good for Mark. Mark waiting for the lumber maybe too long and this forcing blocked well, but got it open just in time for the Tetris to 140. Hyakutaro has been able to take advantage of this opportunity to catch up, hopefully. Hyakutaro right now at 65, Mark at 153, maintain the lead. Hyakutaro need to clean up. Hyakutaro is ready. Hyakutaro to 100 to 95 still. Tetris 4, Mark 176. Hyakutaro is working on his stack. He's much clearer now. Mark is right now trying to get back in his current position. Tetris 4, Hyakutaro 119, trying to reduce the gap to just over two Tetrises. Hyakutaro is setting up. Mark is ready. Mark waiting for the Lombard. Hyakutaro still setting up. Mark waiting still. Hyakutaro waiting for the Lombard. Lombard is still not coming. His status ready though now. Mark is waiting. No Lombard for either player. The drought is expanding further and further. This is getting dangerous for these players. Hyakutaro is Tetris ready. Mark trying to clean up, and this is the Tetris for Mark finally. But Hyakutaro has a pretty dangerous board to work with. Hyakutaro right now at 128, Mark at 233. Tetris for Hyakutaro. Hyakutaro 153, Mark at 257. Tetris 4, Hyakutaro to 177, Mark in a dig at 259. Mark is setting up, trying to get his well open. Hyakutaro is ready. Mark is still digging. Mark is setting up still. Mark right now at 264. Hyakutaro 184. Hyakutaro is working on his stack, but this is getting spicy for both players playing high, both with a blocked well. Hyakutaro managed to get the well open. He's focused on cleaning the hole in column 6. So he gets it clean. He's ready. He just needs the lumbar. Mark's still in the dig. Mark's trying to get his well open. Almost there. Tattoo for Hyakutaro. 219, trying to reduce the gap again. But Mark remains in the lead. Gets a Tetris to 299. We are approaching 100 lines. Tetris 4 Mark. Mark at 322. Already 100,000 points in the lead. Tetris 4. Um, Hyakutaro at 79. You know, beside the score and difference alignment is broken. I'm not sure what's going on there. Yeah, not sure if this is a scene, a small thing. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, we'll see things after this, I guess. Hyakutaro right now at 269. Hey, now transition coming pretty soon to this place as they have crossed 100 lines already. Mark remains in the lead at 368, Hyakutaro at 273. Yeah, I don't know what's the matter with this. I don't know like which layout is being used. I think it's the CTWC 1080p one. It seems to have some things to take care of. Oh, Hyakutaro in trouble. He's going to go for a double, sorry. So Hyakutaro is still alive, but this is a very crucial time for him. He needs to win this game to stay alive in the tournament. That is for Mark at 421. Hyakutaro right now at 282. Ooh, this is getting dangerous. He's gonna go for the dirty Tetris. 305 transition coming in 12 lines for Hyakutaro. Mark transition in 10 lines, but Mark in trouble. Mark couldn't reach the left side with the Z, and he's hanging on to the Lombard, but the Lombard is just coming in time for transition at 456. Hyakutaro transitioning in 5 lines still. Mark is trying to keep things clean. Hyakutaro trying to stay alive as transition is looming. Transition has come for Hyakutaro at 318, so lots of work to do for Hyakutaro, but still going. Hyakutaro is going to go for a triple. That is for Mark at 489. Hyakutaro at 329, so very strong lead from Mark, trying to ensure a win, but still not over for Hyakutaro, as Mark has been going into some dangerous situations. Oh, and as we speak about that, we have a longboard dependency for Mark. He gets the longboard for the Tetris to 520, and Mark is clean again at 521. Hyakutaro going for a triple at 344. Tetris for Mark at 551. Tetris for Mark at 579. Hyakutaro 351. Tetris for Mark at 607. Hyakutaro 353. Mark is ready at 607. Tetris for Mark at 635. Hyakutaro at 630, 363. Things are looking a bit rough for Hyakutaro, who has been unable to reduce the gap. Actually, the gap is now 300,000 points, as Hyakutaro has been unable to score many Tetrises, or any actually, after transition. Mark maintains the lead at 727. Mark is having no mercy right now. And we have Mark at level 24 at 727. Even this is max out pay for him. So where's he gonna see it? If he's gonna go for that max. Hyakutaro in the meantime at 383. Hyakutaro is ready. Mark is gonna get a Tetris to 794. Let's get a Lombard for Hyakutaro, hopefully. And there he goes, his Tetris to 417. Only 400,000 points behind. Um, Mark just having no mercy here. Hyakutaro, however, just doing his best to stay alive, showing us how he can survive and endure. Mark has real troubles on left side. He's trying to go for the Tetris, but he had to bail out of it and clean up. Another Tetris for Hyakutaro, reducing the gap at 379 points behind, 490 the score. Mark in trouble though. Mark needs an L, but the L is not coming quite now, so he is in trouble. But Hyakutaro is also topping out at 490, and Mark was able to survive through level 28 at 878, taking game number 5 and the match. Congratulations, Mark. You're advancing into round 6. And there we go. Congratulations. So, we are gonna go on a small break and see what's coming next, current organizational wise. So let me see if we can get a. They corrected on CT1. Let's say Richard. Okay. Okay, we should be back soon. Thank you very much for your patience. We got the camera feed working. Let's see these beautiful people over here and myself. And Gunter. uh, we're gonna start round six pretty shortly between um no, don't move it. Okay. I will have to readjust the cameras again. Yeah, so it's gonna be between Bertrol and F1 and Macy and Mark. So we're gonna start getting started very soon. Let me just give me a moment. Um, okay, Bertrol is framed correctly. F1, I can fix him a little bit. Where's the mainstream? Mainstream is in channel one, is it? I hope, Tim. Yeah, because Tim is asking if I where's Tim. Yeah, this is the channel two. It doesn't final adjustments to the cameras before we get started. Thank you very much for your patience. We're gonna have round six matches, and the winner of each of these matches is gonna advance into the semi-finals. Oh, mainstream is dead. Let me just inform that there's having issues with stream one. Okay, okay. Yeah, this is being taken care of. So everything's gonna be fine. So in the meantime, we're gonna work here on channel two. I'm just finishing up some framing matters, but we should be ready to start pretty soon. Making sure I have the right people at the right place. Uh, you're playing, right? You're playing, and you're not playing. It's I'm having issues with the capture on your end. Okay, okay. Yeah, I need to check on Bertrand's capture for some reason. It's decided not to work. Let me see. Yeah, the sun is shining to the point that I think it messed up with the white balance. I think we have to have done to readjust it. No, it's pretty dark on this side. We can't turn the lights. I mean, we technically can, but I know the film crew said not to. Yeah, it's too dark here now because of the shadows. Um, Play a game. Okay, it's picking you up. Excellent. Yeah, but it's picking you on the wrong level. Stay. That's level four. Okay, it's fine. Okay, yeah, it's fine. We're good. All right, players. I think we are good to go. I'm gonna bring up to the scene. Just give me a moment. Let me ask Gunter if we can do some final adjustments to the camera. I don't know. Never mind. Everything is looking fine. Was just my screen going dark. All right, so there we go. We got our four fantastic players. It's a best of seven match. One of these, two of these players will advance into the semi-finals. Curtain strats, indeed. We didn't have like a proper curtain. Hello, Lucy. I hope you're doing fine. All right, so players, give me your thumbs up if you're ready to start. Make sure you are on cool mode and you have set a seat, the same seats between each other. All right, once you're ready, just give me your thumbs up and we'll be good to go. Well, yeah, we saying, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Mm. And we have everybody, I think. Yes. So, good luck, players. We're gonna have game number one started in five, four, three, two, one. Tetris. And we're off, and everything is looking good. So it seems that you wasn't aware that we were having using the online setup for this tournament, and thankfully He's made aware now because he was about to reset the NTC server. We got the first Tetris from Macy, followed by Virtual and F1 and a Tetris 4 Mark. So right now we got Mark, Macy, and Virtual and F1 ongoing on the first game. Right on the top side is a pretty even game, just separated by a single, although Virtual has a cleaner board and is in the lead at 68, F1 at 47. Tetris 4, Macy right now at 70,000 in the lead, Mark at 36. So we got Tappers versus Rollers as we speak. Mark being the last standing German player in the tournament. So lots of pressure, or maybe no pressure. I mean, they were just. How many German players were here outside from Twitchy and you? What are the scores in Hyakutaro and F1 versus Twitchy? So Mark versus Hyakutaro, Lucy was 4-1, winning Mark, of course, and F1 swept Shuichi 4-0. So right now we got Hyakutaro. No, Hyakutaro is no longer playing here. We got Bertrol. We got a Bertrol at 122 and F1 at 147 in the lead. At the bottom, we got a very strong lead from Macy at 145, getting another Tetris to 168, while Mark gets a Tetris to 116. Lots of Tetris is happening here. Hyakutaro is. Let me just mute this. So Hyakutaro is not playing. Why am I saying mention Hyakutaro? I'm tired, I suppose. But we got Bertrol at 195 in the lead, but just barely. Getting a touch to 218, and now F1 is ahead by 15 points. 1-5. Very close game happening at the top. At the bottom, we got Macy maintaining a two touches lead, getting a touch to 252. Nice line spin there from Mark. Thank you very much. Just take care of this because otherwise I'm gonna go crazy. I don't know where is this coming from, but what I know what we are having now is a lead from neither player, at least at the top. As these players are exchanging leads, we have a slight lead from F1 by 2,000 points at 312, while Virtual is catching up just by burning and getting a Tetris to 334. So very close game happening on the top. At the bottom, Macy is expanding his lead to three Tetrises at times. He's now at 378, Mark at 308. Mark is setting up, and we are now in the second half of the level. Let's see how things progress through the level, through the second half of this level. Mace is running into some trouble trying to get his well open Tetris ready. Mace is now at 382, getting a Tetris to 405. Mark at 357. At the top, in the meantime, F1 is in the lead at 384, but Bertra's gonna take the lead from him, at least for now. Only a single separating the players. Tetris again. This is a very neck and neck game happening at the top still. We're approaching 100 lines now. Macy already at 102 lines, maintaining the lead at 473. Mark at 404. Tetris for Mark at 427. Mason remains in the lead at 496. Top side has Mark. I'm sorry, Bertrol in the lead at 459 as F1 had to slow down due to some additional digging. Bertrol maintains a clean stack at 459, F1 at 440, so still a very close one. Transition coming soon, however, so these players must get ready for the higher speeds. It shouldn't be much of a challenge for this level of play we're seeing. We're having Macy at 520, getting the Tetris to 544 with 13 lines to go. Mark goes for the Tetris to 454, 16 lines to go. In the meantime, F1 is gonna go for a dirty Tetris in column 4 to 467 with 13 lines to spare, and Bertrol at power 90 with a very dangerous stack, but he managed to get the well open with 6 lines to go, so he has to be very careful on this transition board. He's gonna get the well open just in time for one last Tetris and transitions at 5:20. Transition coming soon for the other players. Next transition is for Macy at 6:36. Transition for Mark at 5:49, and finally transition for F1 coming up soon. He's gonna go for the triple and transition at 5:84.82. So for now, we got a strong lead from Macy over 100,000 points at 661, Mark at 575. On the top side, Bertrand was able to expand his lead as well at 581 right now, and F1 at 488. So for now, the rollers are in the lead, but the toppers are going strong as well. Actually, Mark trying to reduce the gap, going out and increasing the aggression a little bit. Mark is still trying to get out of this though, trying to get back his current position. That's going to slow him down again, and Macy's going to get a Tetris to 726. Very strong efficiency from Macy on this game. Mark doing pretty well himself, but he needs to start getting those Tetrises, and the lumbar is not coming at the needed time. On the top, we got F1 and Mark, unfortunately, able to keep playing, topping out at 619. We got a win for Macy for game number 1. On the top side, in the meantime, the game continues on, and Bertel's just making a very strong lead ready at 730. F1 at 582. F1 trying to get his board ready for a Tetris. It's gonna take a burn more, and he is ready. Bertel, however, maintained the lead at 763. Mark is sorry, F1 is ready. Tetris 4, Bertrol. Bertrol at 794. Tetris 4, F1 624. We're going to start game number 2 simultaneously as we are already level 19 speeds for the players at the top. So let's stand by. Hello, Deimos. Mm, So we got Tetris from F1. F1 trying to reduce the gap here as Bertrol running to some slowdown, but he's back to the game. F1 is ready at 663, Bertrol at 838, Tetris 4, F1 to 694, trying to be as efficient as he can. This is getting spicy. They're saying, hello everyone, got a nice thing to get up and directly see some action. Thank you very much for being here. We got Bertrol at 850, getting the Tetris to 884. F1 is ready at 704, so everyone trying to at least get the pace lead by being more efficient, but if these are not helpful, he's gonna get a Tetris and another to 774. Doesn't go for the burn with the T, however, it's gonna get dangerous. F1 right now at 777. Bertrol just about to get the max here. He just needs a Tetris and change. Will be having the max in 29 if he's able to, and he gets to the kill screen at 993. Um, F1 trying to be as efficient as he can, but he's run out of lines with only 3 lines left, and Bertrand barely gets the max with 1,020 points. And this is the takedown score, but unfortunately F1 cannot play that further. And this is a win for Bertrand. So let me give the points to each player, and we're gonna get ready for game number 2. Great. Game number 2 coming up. Players, give me your thumbs up if you're ready for it. We got both players. Hello, Tega. Good dog. Good dog. All right, and we got both all players ready for game number 2, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And the players are off for our second game. So again, let me just have a quick look at the brackets. Uh, so the winner, oh, okay, looks like round 6 doesn't have them. But the winner between Macy and Moore is gonna face Blue Scooty, and the winner for between well, the Blue Scooty. Sorry, I don't have the results from the previous match. It's still ongoing. I'm gonna give spoilers. It's gonna be we facing the winner between Blue Scooty and Robin. That's the correct information. And the winner between Virtual and F1 is gonna face the winner between Danby and Now. So let's go for our game. Let's see what's happening in game number two for these players. Right now we got Virtual at 92 and F1 at 92, only separated by 12 points at one moment. At the top, at the bottom, we got Macy having some struggles trying to clean up his board. This is getting a bit spicy for Macy. Oh, Macy couldn't get the square over. This is not looking good. Macy in trouble and he's not getting the pieces he needs. He's still trying to survive this. So, Macy right now at 80,000, Mark at 80, at 79, sorry, and Mark is also running into some trouble himself. Both players playing pretty high here. Top side looking pretty clean in comparison. And these players are struggling, but Macy has been able to do some very nice digging and gets a Tetris. And Mark couldn't get the number over. This is getting dangerous. He couldn't get the number over, and he's done at 92. Macy takes game number two, 133. GG. So Macy already two games up. As we have a relatively early top out, I believe we can start game number three at the bottom if the players are ready for it. So players, let me know at the bottom if you want to start game number three already. While we look into game number two at the top. At the top, we got a lead from F1, but it's taken away by Virtual at times. So we got a. So let's see how things go. Players at the bottom, are you ready to play? Yeah, this is a oh, Virtual can get the J over, but lowers the stack enough to get a lumber hopefully soon. So, players are ready. Let's go for game number three at the bottom in three, two, one. Tetris. Okay, players are off in game number three at the bottom. At the top, we got a very neck and neck game. These players separated by less than a Tetris often. We got Virtual at 310 and F1 at 329. Mark trying to go for some burning, needs a lumber in column 7. And he's taking a bit to get it. Mace is clean at 22. Right now at the top, we just have reached the second half of the level. Macy is right now clean. Tetris ready. Mark is clean up as we speak. Mark right now at 9,000. Unable to get a Tetris just yet. We'll see if he's gonna go for the dirty. He's gonna go for a row 3 Tetris. 32,000 points for Mark, 74 Macy. At the top, we got a very close game still happening, separated by just a Tetris. F1 is in the lead at 383, and Bertrol at 362. Tetris 4, F1 expanding his lead to two Tetrises. Bertrand needs to open his well to get back to scoring. The game is giving him Lombards, but he couldn't use them. He's finally getting one for a Tetris to 391. F1 adds 435, so very strong game happening from both players, but F1 is starting to build a lead as we speak. Tetris 4 F1 to 458, Bertrol at 416. We have crossed 100 lines, so players must get ready for transition. In the meantime, Macy has a T tuck or Z spin set. He's gonna go for the Z spin, but misses. Yeah. Yes, right now we got Macy in the lead at 168, Mark at 49, Mark in trouble. Oh my goodness, Mark is unable to keep playing, topping out at 49. So Macy already at match point, taking game number three. Let's give the point here to Macy. I think we are gonna wait for the game on the top to finish this time around, so you can yeah warm up if needed. So the gain on the top is in approaching transition as we speak. We have F1 with 6 lines to go. Bertrol with 5. Triangulum Celestis or Celesti saying Mark playing too aggressively so far. And transition already happened here at the top. 423 transition for Bertrol, 582 for F1. F1 is maintaining the lead so far, although he's slightly ahead in line, so the pace difference is not as big as it seems. Tetris for F1. F1 at 657, Bertrol at 580. So this is getting dangerous here for F1. F1 needs to rebalance the board, getting a bit too flat on the left side, being dangerous, but he managed to get a Lombard Tetris for both players. 609 for Bertrol, 685 for F1. F1 maintains the lead. Bertrol is Tetris ready, gets a Tetris, Tetris for F1 as well. 720 for F1, 636 for Bertrol. So F1 has been pretty efficient so far, trying to keep up with Bertrol, who is playing aggressively. Oh, F1 in trouble after playing a very high stack. Is burning, so this is the opportunity that Bertrand needed to catch up to him, and he might do it so in the next Tetris or so. We have Bertrand at 695, F1 at 728. F1 is lowering his stack, trying to get out of this. Oh, Bertrand is also getting into a dig himself, so that's gonna slow him down again. This player has separated pretty much by a 10% change though, so these can go either way. Bertrol right now at 706. F1 is clean at 740. Bertrol gets a Tetris to 736. 5,000 points separating the players at one moment. Tetris 4. Oh, Bertrol with a misdrop on that lone bar. Couldn't get it over. Bertrol needs to clean up. F1 maintaining a clean stack at 408, 804. Oh, Bertrol couldn't get a T over. This is getting dangerous for Bertrol. Couldn't get the yellow J over either, and the lone bar and sealed the deal. And F1 takes game number 2 with a tied match on the top. GG. Let me give the point to F1, and we are gonna have game number 3 at the top, game number 4 at the bottom. Macy at match point already. We'll see what's gonna happen soon. Give me your thumbs up, players, and we're gonna start game number 4 at the bottom, 3 at the top. Okay, everybody ready? Ready at the top, ready at the bottom as well. We are gonna start game number 3 at the top, 4 at the bottom in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And the game has started for these players. Looks like Bertrol and F1 are having the same placement so far. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Still the same placements. Okay. They started to diverge there after the T. Otherwise, clean stacks from both players. We got a Tetris for both players at the bottom. Mark, however, has a pretty unbalanced board, needs to clean that up. He's gonna go for additional burns to keep things clean. And there's a Tetris for Macy. Macy in the lead at 45. Mark at 23. We got a Tetris from sorry. We got a Tetris um from Mark at 48, Macy at 68. On the top side, we got Bertrand at 48 with a lumbar dependency. Needs to be careful. Bertrol at 48, and now waiting for a lumbar that is taking maybe too long. This is getting very dangerous. Mark playing high as well, and Bertrol gets the lumbar over for a dirty Tetris high up. Um, F1 at 101 is in the lead, however, so Bertrol needs to clean up and get back into the game as F1 is playing the cleaner game right now. 123 for F1, 80 for Bertrol. Macy playing pretty high here, going for the Tetris now at 120. Mark at 101. Mark is ready. Macy is ready. So bottom side has a pretty close game. Tetris for each player. They're separated by less than a Tetris. Tetris for Macy. Macy at 171 and Mark at 132. Top side has Top side has Mm, Bertrell at 149, trying to catch up. F1 maintains the lead. Tetris 4, Bertrell 173. Tetris 4, F1 201. So just over at Tetris and running the players at the top. And at the bottom, we have these players pretty much at Tetris and change. And a Vitz and the tuck front mark. And then the Tetris. Macy needing to clean up, needs a J, uses the lumbar, gets the well open with the T, and there's a Tetris for Macy 222, Tetris for Mark 204. Mark going for a double well again. It's like he needs to take care of the left side, though. Mark right now, 206, Tetris for Macy 247. Topside has a very dangerous board for Bertrell. Bertrell trying to get his well open. It's a J or a Lombard. Gets the J, gets it over, keeps burning. Bertrell right now at 189. Macy, sorry, F1 at 272. So it's been a suffer game for Bertrell so far for game number three. Bertrell is running some trouble. There's a triple there. Bertrell right now at 203. Macy at 318. Tetris 4. Bertrell finally back into the game. But F1 just having such a strong lead, almost 100,000 points at this point. 229 for Bertrell, 319 for Macy, Tetris for Mark at the bottom. At 282, trying to catch up to Macy still. Macy maintained the lead at 318. Three in stacks and the second half now. So players just focusing on keeping those Tetrises coming. And Mark is doing some adjustments. Trying to get into scoring position again. Looks like maybe from row two. We'll see it. Mark right now at 307, Macy at 364. At the top, we got a dangerous stack there from Bertrell for a second, but he is back to the bottom. Bertrell at 291 and Macy at, I'm sorry, and F1 at 392. So still a very strong game from F1 through this game number three at the top. Bertrell is Tetris ready, same for F1, Tetris for F1. Bertrell is still working on his stack. This is getting spicy. And Bertrell just trying to get his well open at 296. That is for F1, 441. Pretty strong lead from F1 right now. At the bottom, we have Macy starting to build a bit of a lead as well. Macy at 420. Hey now. And Bertrell, I'm sorry, and Mark at 384. But still a close game at the bottom. Transition is approaching for these players. Bertrell will be the first transitioning. Currently 14 lengths away from transition. Macy 15 lengths away. On the right side, 17 lengths away for F1 and 11 for Mark. I'm sorry, 11, no, 21, now 19 for Mark. So, yeah, doing math is hard. So right now, players are having a bit of a spicy board at the bottom. Transition for Virtual at 401. Transition coming soon for Macy in 7 lines, but it looks like F1 will transition first due to the additional burns. His Tetris ready. Virtual at 403, Tetris for F1 at 532, transition for Macy at 505. It's been a bit of a suffer game for players mostly. Tetris 4 Mark, transition at 467, Tetris 4 Macy, 531. So these players keep going into the 19 speeds, but Mark is running into some trouble. Mark trying to clean up and get back into scoring position. He gets the well open just in time for the lumber and gets a Tetris to 497. Macy, however, is starting to spend his lead at 581. Tetris for Macy to 607. On the top, in the meantime, we still have a strong lead from F1. F1 at 80,000 points in the lead at 598. Bertrell at 513. So Bertrell missed the top and this made the top out at 513. And this means that F1 takes game number three, and we are gonna see the conclusion at the bottom to see if Macy will be able to take it or Mark will be able to fight back. But so far, Macy has been so aggressive to keep up with Mark's own aggression. Mark is setting up. Tetris for Mark. Macy is ready. Macy at 717. Mark at 590. So lots of work to do for Mark to catch up to Macy if he wants to stay alive in the tournament. Oh, this is getting dangerous for Mark. Mark trying to avoid blocking the well. Gets the Lombard, gets the Tetris to 623. Macy at 808. And Mark getting Tetris ready. Double J dependencies, however, needs to be careful. He's gonna maybe go for dirty setups. We'll see. Looks like the dirty setup is in the cards, and he is gonna go for it. And there's the dirty Tetris in column 2 from Mark. 685, but Macy just destroying this game at 870 already. So Macy just not giving any chances here to Mark, but Mark still soldiering on. He can. Oh, the misclip there from Mark. I'm not sure if he tried to just. Yeah, he missed one shift there. But so far, we got Macy also running into some trouble into level 26 with a blocked weld. It's getting dangerous for Macy. Macy. Oh, Macy lost control of the board, and there's a top out at 908. So this is a chance for Mark. 909 the score to get for Mark to win the game and stay alive. 909. There's still enough runway, I believe. So, but he needs to get the Tetrises. Need to have the chance here. His Tetris is ready. 909 the score to get, and he is only three Tetrises away from winning. Three Tetrises. Oh, three Tetrises away for Mark. Oh my goodness. He needs to get back in his current position. He's back in his current position, but he's not Tetris ready. Oh, he's the burns are getting dangerous for Mark, and Mark has run out of lines. He needs to get those Tetrises right now. Oh, yeah, Mark will need to play Zone 29 to get the win here. Mark gets a Tetris, gets the Kiskin 884, needs to get to 909. Still trying to survive through level 19 speeds fantastically, but he can only line out at this speed. Mark reaches level 30 with tap. Oh my goodness. At 909, a level 30 chase down for Mark. Staying alive with an excellent chase down. Congratulations. Okay, Mark was rolling. I was like, Mark is tapping no to level 30. Yeah. And he was even rolling. So, yeah, Mark chasing down with trust in the rolling. And yeah, he's giving a bit of a show off to keep going. Maybe he wants to go for the max. So, the Deutsche Mark. Yeah, and Mark just missed out on the max out, but still a good attempt here, staying alive. So let me just give the points to the players. F1 won the previous match, and let me just give the points to the players. So F1 is 2 games up, and Mark managed to take a game from Macy, so he has a lease of life here. Maybe he can realize the reverse sweep. We'll see it. So, hello, Doc Pie, by the way, and Overlex is here as well. Well, as well as here. So, oh, Dan V already slept. Okay, looks like Dan V has advanced, or is it over? Anyway, let's focus back to the games here happening. Give me your thumbs up. 2-1. Yeah, yeah, because you're on game number 4 now, and this is game number 5. So, players, I need some thumbs up for confirmation that you're ready for game number 3 on the top and 4 at the bottom. All players are ready. Good luck, as always. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah. Lucy, I already took care of like the points for everybody, and we are of our third game at the top, fourth game at the bottom. Mark going for some additional burning here. The board is becoming a bit unstable. Mace already with a Tetris of his own. On the top, we got that Tetris each. Macy, sorry, and Bertrand is Tetris ready. F1 is going ready in a bit. Tetris 4, Bertrand. Bertrand is now going for the late burn. Tetris 4, F1. Bertrand opens the well. Tetris is ready. Bertrand at 46, F1 at 47, so a close game to start at the top. At the bottom, however, we have a lead from Macy. Macy hasn't burned any lines aside from Tetris, so he might go for clean game so far. No burns yet. He maintains Tetris readiness, but that square is gonna force the burns. There's a bit of a square burst happening here for Macy. Macy at 95, Mark at 75. Mm, Mark is setting up. Hello. I'm gonna let me see if I can get studio mode here. I will get a webcam happening here. So right now we got Bertrol in the lead on the left side at 153 and F1 not that far behind at 148. On the bottom side we got Macy in the lead at 186 and Mark at 146 7. Let me just see this webcam. Bertrol is in the lead on the left side, 200, not that far behind F1 at 195. The bottom side has Macy in the lead at 234 and Mark at 181. So, right now we got Mark. Let me just delete this from here. Just testing things out. We got Mark. Uh, um, Mark. Yeah, I was having Mark. I was like, yeah, this is not Mark. Okay, we got Mark at 242 and Macy with a strong lead at 313. Yeah, let me just yeah, I have the camera working, but I don't know where to put it. Let me put it like here. Let me see. Yeah, capture. We got Mark at 266, Macy at 382. Very strong lead from Macy so far. Mark trying to stay alive in the tournament as Macy has been giving him a hard time. On the top side, we got Bertrol at 347. Um, F1 at 307. So still a close game at the top. Less than a touch separating them as we speak. We got some issues here. Okay, let me see. Scan slowly. All right, so Mark right now 385, means it's 475. Transition is approaching. These players cross 100 lines. Hello again, Scout. Over here, I got a special guest I would like to show you here. I mean, we all know we have him here, but I'm trying to maybe make it slow more so I don't block like any of the players captures. So I'm gonna just transition here. Let's see. Hello everyone. I just want to show you some special guests we have here. We got this cutie. Uh, yeah, don't worry. Enjoy the matches. Yeah, I just want to hide this. There we go. So we got Mark 441, Macy 551, and Games Cat said, "Hi, Scooty." Hi, Wolf and Yoshi. We got on the top, Berkeley in the lead at 539. Mm, F1 at 440. So it's been a bit of a suffer game for F1. Looks like transition coming already for these players. Transition at 563 for Bertrol, 462 for F1. Transition very rough for Macy, particularly. This is looking pretty dangerous. Macy at 570. Transition for Mark coming at 477. Macy just doing Macy things here as we speak. And he's surviving, of course, because that's what rollers do. Oh, Macy missed the top, missed a top there on the right side. Still alive though. 579 the score right now for Macy. Macy running out of space to burn, and it looked like it's over at 580. So this is a chase down for Mark. 581 the score to get for Mark at the bottom. At the top, we got these players firing a high stack as well. Berkel, however, with a strong lead at 633. F1 at 507. So 581 the score to get for Mark. Doc Price saying, I don't know what train what to listen to. Will CT2 be rating? Yeah, most likely. I think we'll be taking this match and then we'll be rating CT1. Don't worry. But I cannot rate because I don't have admin permissions. I will need an admin to do this on this channel too. I think, yeah. Let me see. I think a scout can do it. That's for you. That's fine. Okay, Dakpai, will listen to us. Nice. Listen to me, Dakpai. Listen to my beautiful voice and watch City 2. As we have, oh, Bertrell topping now. That's 655. So another chase is happening. And Mark is staying alive in the tournament as well, taking game number 5. So we got to chase down for F1. 656 the score to get 656. And yeah, it looks pretty doable, and that Tetris will do it. So F1 already at match point, and Mark is staying alive as well for game number 6 coming up. Indeed, it's a heist reference. So let me just yeah, give the points to all the world players. F1 takes game number 4 at the top, and Mark takes game number 5. Mark wants to fulfill his promise of giving us a reverse sweep. Looks like. Let's see how things go for our. Where is my OBS? Oh, I don't know there. And we're gonna get ready then for game number 5 at the top. F1 already at match point, and we got our thumbs up for everybody. Looks like everybody's ready for game number 6 at the bottom. Let's go for it. Start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And we're off. Scooty just left the room. Oh, we got a bit of a misstep from Virtual for the start off. Macy also facing some issues on his stack, so Team France having a bit of a rough time on the last couple of games. Well, actually, F1 is French as well, so I suppose that it evens out. That is for Mark. Mark at 45. I mean, I suppose the team roller could be the best, the French rollers. We got F1 at 46, Bertrol at 8,000, and Bertrol unable to get a Tetris just yet. He will be working on his stack. Tetris for um, F1, Bertrol gets a Tetris to 31. At the bottom, Mark missed the T on the left and has a lumber dependency in column 1, gets in the lumber all the way over. Mark at 72, and Tetris 4, Macy taking the lead at 73. Close game happening on the bottom, on the left, on the top side. We have a strong lead for F1 early on. That's 94. That is for Bertel to 55. That is for F1 at 117. So strong gains happening all around. That is for Macy. Macy maintaining the lead at 119 just by half a burn, pretty much half a single at moments. That is for Macy. That is for Mark. Mark maintains the lead by pretty much a Tetris. Macy doing some nice ducks to keep things tidy, and he is ready. Mark at 164 is in the lead. Macy at 142, just one Tetris behind. Another Tetris from Mark. Macy is running into some burn situation. He is going to get ready now again. 166 for Macy, 188 for Mark, so the gap has been reduced. Right now, we got Macy trying to rebalance the board, need to open the well as soon as he can. There's a Tetris for Macy, Macy at 192. Top side, we got Bertrand at 110. F1 at 212, so F1 building a pretty strong lead, being a suffer game from Bertrand looks like, but he keeps a clean stab, which is what's important to get scoring, but Lombards are a bit scarce, so he has to be careful as well. Bertrell at 141, F1 at 258. Macy right now at 239. Mark at 266. Tetris 4. Macy at 265. Mark at 266. Mark is working on his stack. Tetris ready now. Macy is at 269, so still a very close game happening at the bottom. At the top, we got a Tetris from F1. Bertrol trying to get back his current position. Tetris ready now. Tetris for F1. Oh my goodness, this is a very high efficiency game from F1. Bertrol right now at 239, F1 at 356. Although F1 has run into some burning, so this is gonna give opportunity to for Bertel to catch up a little bit. Bertel is ready, getting the Tetris to 285. At the bottom, we got Mark at 366, maintaining the lead. Macy at 302. Macy is setting up. Tetris for Macy at 326. Mark at 390. Ooh, Macy tried to go for a Z spin, but couldn't get it. Goes for the T spin, but gets it this time around. Still trying to get the well open though. Gets the well open. 329 for Macy, 414 for Mark. So Mark is starting to build a lead on the game at the bottom. Game at the top has Berto trying to reduce the gap, but F1 just maintains very high efficiencies of maintaining a 100,000 point lead. We are approaching 100 lines. Macy having the number depends in column 3. Goes for the Tetris first. We got Macy at 300 and. Give me a second. Just stay here. The thing is that. A second. We put some shares for people not to pass this area so they don't show in camera. But like people just took them and placed them. No, I mean you're fine, but anyway, we got Macy right now at 435, markup 493, transition coming soon. Vertical gets attacked to 453. Macy right now. Macy right now at 506 transitioning. Transition for mark at 564. Transition coming up soon on the top side. Transition for vertical at 485. F1 at 601 already. So very high efficiency game for F1. F1, however, going to some burns. So this is an opportunity again for Bertel to catch up. We'll see as F1 is having a pretty scary sequence, but he's managing it pretty well. F1 right now at 610, Bertel at 521, Macy on the bottom at 539, and Mark at 600. So Macy is also having some work to do. Tetris for Macy right now at 619, Mark at 655. So Macy has been recovering pretty well, and now is just 8,000 points behind Mark. On a top of four, Virgil, unfortunately, at 551, it's over for him. And F1 advances into the semifinals. Congratulations. And so let me just put a winner thingy here. There we go, winner. And next up, we're going to continue seeing our game in the bottom. We have a very dangerous stack from Mark. That was for Macy. That was for Mark. Mark remains in the lead, but he's losing the lead now to Macy. Macy now at 7:39. Mark at 7:26. Still a very close game. This is a nail biter. Mark needs to win this to stay alive in the tournament. Otherwise, Macy will advance to the semifinals. Macy is having a clean stack. Such an aggression for Mark to keep things clean. Macy trying to keep up with it. Macy still in the lead at 771. Mark Free just taking the lead now with a Tetris to 790. Macy and Mark are both clean and Tetris ready. Macy's gonna go for a delayed burn. Looks like it's the well open in a couple burns. There we go. And there's a Tetris for Macy. Macy at 812. Mark at 822. Tetris for Mark 853. And he is ready again. Tetris for Macy 845. Mark at 855. Tetris for Mark 888. This is going to go to the pretty much a 29 battle if these players keep this efficiency. Tetris 4, Macy 887, Mark at 891. They're separated by 3,000 points as we speak. Tetris 4 both. Oh my goodness. Mark needs to win this. Macy just giving all the pressure here. Mark right now at 959. Macy at 923. The maxes are coming. Oh, Macy had a misdrop and couldn't recover, topping out at 924. And Mark is taking us to a decider. Whoa. Let me just finish the protocol here. This was a win for F1, and this is a win for Mark. So I'm gonna do some adjustments for our decider game. So please stand by. Thank you for your patience. Where's my window? So yeah, Mark made a promise for a reverse sweep, and so far he keeps going with a 1.1 already. Mark showing us he's not a washall guy, as he often likes to style himself. Showing us he still has the game to play against the big upcoming stars here. Let me just get into the mode. Okay, so stand by, please. Oh shoot. Yeah, bear with me. I'm trying to sort out things. Bear with me, please. We are setting up for our decider match. I just not know why is it what has been selected here? The two okay. So banner camera. This is what I want to get rid of. Uh-huh. Hold on, please. Okay, Macy versus Mark. I'm just loading up your cameras and we should be ready to start. Thank you for your patience. So let's put camera for Macy. Yeah, RNG manip and such here. Macy is in frame. We got good news. Macy is indeed in frame. Let me just adjust him. Well, well, and now I just need to get Mark on frame as well. Um, there we go. Okay, let me just put the cameras here. We got this handsome gentleman ready and expecting. So, we should be ready to go. Let's see how these players look here. I think we are looking at them and they are looking great. Let me just mark just a smidge so we have a proper framing for him. Oh, what's it doing? This is Mark, sorry. All right, this should take care of things, hopefully. Yeah, this looks much better. I had some layout issues. Actually, the banner needs to be fixed. Bear with me, please. There we go. There we go. We got both players ready. This is the last semifinalist for CTWC France 2023, the winner of which will face this cutie. So, we got a thumbs up from both players. Let's get a countdown going in five, four, three, two, one. Tetris and game number 7 is off, and we got these players doing the same placements 4, 5, 6. Oh no, yeah. I mean, they both look identically. There was a 5 below there from Macy and Macy's. Tetris ready. Marcus too. Yeah. Tetris for both players. We got Macy and Mark. Uh, let me just here. Let me just remove the audio here. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened here. Yeah, there we go. We got Mark right now at 23, Macy at 26. That is for Macy. Macy at 29, Mark at 25. Macy in the lead at 49, getting another Tetris to 72. Mark at 49, getting a double to 51. So this game starting pretty close. Mark wants to make good on his promise of reverse sweeping. He's so far doing a very good job, but Macy just needs to keep up with Mark's aggression, which has been the challenge for the last 3 games, actually, as Macy was already at match point. And then, yeah, Mark just persevered to very strong wins in games, especially yeah, the last games number 6 and 4 particularly. We got Macy at 144, Mark at 122. That is for Mark taking the lead, 145, separated by a single right now. That is for Macy. Macy back in the lead at 167. Mark is setting up. Mark is ready. Mark right now at 146. That is for Macy. Macy at 190. Um, Mark right now at 190. Mark at 181. And Macy at 213. A decider. Yep, with you. What's the yep? So Macy getting the Tetris to 237. Mark at 194. Getting the Tetris to 216. Tetris for Macy. Macy maintaining that Tetris and almost two Tetris lead actually. Mark is ready. Macy setting up. Bear with me. Ah, oh lol. Yeah, that's a good one. Tetris for Macy. Macy at 283. Mark at 241. Macy is ready. Get a Tetris to 305. Mark at 286. Mark is setting up. This is getting very dangerous. Tetris for Macy. Macy at 328. Mark gets a Tetris to 309. This is getting spicy. Both players playing high, especially Macy. Macy waiting for a Lombard, but the Lombard is not coming. There's the Tetris finally for Macy. 359. Mark catching up at 333. Very close game still as we are approaching. We're now in the second half of the level. Macy right now at 338. Mark at 339. Mark is ready. Macy. Okay, okay, all right. The network is keeping up. Mark is right now at 364. Macy 388. Mark right now at 366. So pretty much a Tetris away from Macy as we speak, and they are almost at the same line count. So the efficiency are very high right now. These players are trying to approach a high 500k transition by the looks of it. Tetris for Macy. Macy right now at 414. Mark at 368. Mark gets a Tetris to 391. Macy at 414. So again, Tetris separating them right now. Mark, I don't know, with his signature holds to try to keep up, to maintain the aggression, but now he's forced to clean up. Mark right now at 399, and Macy started to be the lead at 444. Two Tetris is in the lead already. Tetris for Macy. Mark is waiting. Mark is gonna go for additional burns. Nice adjustment, and there's a Tetris from Mark. Mark at 424. Macy at 469. Hey now. Mark is waiting for the lumbar. Macy is doing the same. Transition coming pretty soon. Macy has 18 lines to go. Mark has 19, and the drought is counting up. As we can see on screen, we got the players waiting. Macy got a couple numbers but couldn't use them. Mark might use them instead, and Mark might be able to catch up to Macy with these numbers, and he's doing so. Mark again getting closer at 476. Macy remains in the lead at 501. Macy, however, with a pretty spicy board into transition with only 4 lines left, so he's about to transition. Mark right now, Macy transition at 527. Mark goes for a very aggressive bits, and then there's the Tetris 499 transitioning at 524. Macy at 553. So very close game happening here. May the winner will advance to the semifinals to face the one and only Blue Scooty. Tetris for Mark. Mark at 573. Macy at 581. 8,000 points separating the players as we speak, and these players just maintain a very close distance. Macy, however, has with a stable board goal, had to go for a triple. The game is now giving numbers that he can't use, and he is cleaning up now. Macy right now at 593, and Mark has taken the lead 606. So Macy's trying to push them, trying to regain that lead. Tetris for Mark 634, Macy's 596. Tetris from column 4 from Macy's 624, 10,000 points to bring the players. Although Macy is getting ahead in lines due to the additional burning. Macy is ready, Mark is ready. Mark needs to be careful, goes for a triple. Mark gets a Tetris to 668 in the lead. Macy trying to regain the lead again. Tetris ready. 300, 652. Mark at 672. Tetris 4. Macy in the lead at 680. Macy in trouble, missing the tug, but getting the triple, trying to recover here. Macy at 688 and Mark in the lead at 704. So this is a very tight game, although Macy's running into some traffic that will slow him down a little bit more. This is the opportunity that Mark needed to start building the lead at 734 now. Mark going for back to the right. Well, looks like Macy still trying to clean this up. Macy needs an L, lock the well, get the L, gets trying to open the well in column 8 for a dirty, but he needs a J now. Oh, Macy still. Oh no, Macy is going after a lumber that doesn't come, topping out at 697. And Mark makes good on his promise for a reverse sweep. Oh my goodness, that was an impressive play from Mark. And congratulations, Mark. You are gonna face Blue Scooty. I hope you enjoy all people playing watching here are enjoying the tournament. I believe we'll be taking on the next channel because semifinals and finals are gonna be streamed in the main channel. People are excited. That was quite the upset from Mark, as Macy was, if not mistaken, the third seed during the qualifiers. So impressive stuff happening, and we'll be seeing more. The winner of the previous match as well is gonna face. Let me just check the brackets as they are. So right now, let me see. So F1 will be facing Dan V. F1 being the last remaining French player in the tournament. We have an international bunch for the semifinals with Blue Scooty from the US, Mark from Germany, F1 from France, and Dan V from the UK. So three diverse bunch for our finals coming up. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be continuing through through the other channel. So if anybody has permissions of these, I will appreciate that rate to move to Classic Tetris, please. And we'll be pretty much done. I'm gonna go to the idle screen so we can see everybody here. Thank you very much for being having me. It's been a great time, and yeah, we are almost wrapping up here. We're coming the semis and the finals over in the channel one. So yeah, I can't rate because I don't have permission. So anybody in chat with permissions, please start the raid to channel one. I have to ask someone from the team. I believe that Gunter does have permissions. I think the scout was watching a while ago, so hopefully we'll see how things go. I need someone to raid channel one. I will raid the channel one. Yeah, you can raid. We're ready to raid. That's great, right?